Hi, my name is Amber Long. I'm an ACE certified personal trainer, health coach, medical exercise specialist, and group fitness instructor. I'm also the executive director of wellness and recreation services at the University of Colorado, Denver. Over the course of my career, I've worked at a variety of different educational and for-profit fitness facilities. I've had the opportunity to work with a wide variety of clients and train, mentor, and hire a lot of personal trainers and other fitness professionals. I'm excited to be part of your journey as you study for the ACE Personal Training Certification exam. In this video, you'll learn about the state of health in our world. It's important to understand the current health trends so you have a frame of reference for future clients that you may be serving. We will also learn about the health-related benefits of exercise. Much of the population does not meet recommended guidelines for physical activity, which has led to an increase in chronic lifestyle-related disease. The risk associated with many of the most common population health issues can be reduced through adequate physical activity, which is why personal trainers are such an important puzzle piece in the quest to improve the health of our society. Like many people, you might be interested in becoming a personal trainer because you're invested in living a healthy lifestyle and you're excited to share that passion with others. I too share in your passion for personal wellness. Through this study experience, your passion will grow as you learn more about the benefits of regular physical activity. Although you and I might enjoy exercise and understand its benefits, many of the people who seek your guidance may not. In fact, they may dislike physical activity altogether. So to have a realistic view of some of the clients you may serve as an ACE certified personal trainer, let's learn first more about the state of health in our society. Physical inactivity is one of the biggest public health problems of the 21st century. The physical activity guidelines for Americans released by the Office of Disease Prevention and Health Promotion states that insufficient physical activity, tobacco use, poor nutrition, and excessive alcohol use are identified as the most common modifiable risk factors that lead to non-communicable diseases. Prolonged sitting and sedentary behaviors have also recently been added as modifiable risk factors. The more advanced our world becomes, the less active humans are. Technology and machine-based work has reduced our need to complete physical movement in our daily lifestyle, thus the need for more programmed and recreation-based activities. Often chronic, lifestyle-related diseases have become the leading cause of death across the globe. In fact, the World Health Organization estimates that chronic diseases kill approximately 41 million people each year. That's 71% of all deaths. Unhealthy lifestyle choices are affecting the health of the large majority of our population. This means that your most common client may be a person who is not physically active. The prevalence of chronic health conditions and the need for more people to engage in physical activity provides a positive job outlook for personal trainers. In fact, employment of personal trainers and fitness instructors is estimated to increase by 10% between 2016 and 2026. You'll remember from your reading that there are many reasons to be physically active. Engaging in physical activity has been shown to lower the risk of all-cause mortality. More specifically, regular physical activity has been shown to decrease the risk of cardiovascular disease, hypertension, type 2 diabetes, and even some cancers. Physical activity has also been positively associated with lowering the risk of dementia, including Alzheimer's disease, and reduce chronic and acute anxiety and depression. Finally, a regular habit of physical activity has been shown to improve the overall quality of life through better physical function and bone health, healthy weight management, improved sleep, better cognitive function, and elevated mood. Yet these reasons are not enough for most people to take action. While this is positive for fitness professionals, it points to a grim scenario for population health. You can prepare for working with people who are sedentary or who have low fitness levels by following the ACE Mover method to help people of all ages, health statuses, and abilities implement positive behavior change strategies. You'll learn more about the ACE Mover method later in the study program. Now that you understand the state of public health, let's look at a case study of a typical client that you might work with in the future. Debbie was referred to me after trying multiple times to lose weight on her own. Her doctor asked her to lose weight in order to be healthy enough to undergo a necessary surgery. She and her husband worked a steady 8-to-5 job. They had 3 children together. Debbie and her family were sedentary outside of an occasional walk with the dog. She enjoyed cooking high carbohydrate, high fat foods for her family in the evening. You see, these foods were part of Debbie's heritage. She relied on fast food for lunch and did not typically eat breakfast. Debbie consumed 2 18-ounce sodas per day to sustain her energy. She had been diagnosed with prediabetes and high blood pressure. She saw these diagnoses as a wake-up call. When Debbie started meeting with me, exercise was not a familiar concept. She had never belonged to a gym, and she was very uncomfortable with basic movements. Working with Debbie required me to be patient and think critically about how and where she could exercise so she would feel comfortable in the space with others. Luckily, Debbie was a very positive client, and she maintained an open mind throughout the process. I learned that Debbie didn't even know that there were guidelines for physical activity or nutrition. When I shared this basic information with her, she began to look at her goals in a much more realistic way. She learned that she didn't need to use a crash diet or exercise for hours. She just needed guidance on how to exercise and make healthy food choices based on basic public health guidelines. You might understand the basics of how to maintain a physically active lifestyle, but as we've learned from my experience with Debbie and the state of health discussed earlier, your clients may not. As a personal trainer, you may need to spend time educating your clients about the concepts that might seem simple to you, but can be life-changing for your client. Once she learned the basics, Debbie felt empowered to make healthy choices more frequently. She began to understand and believe in the benefits of physical activity. When she knew how to take ownership for her health, she was able to meet her goals. As Debbie gained confidence in her healthy behaviors, they became more frequent. She lost over 80 pounds and reversed her pre-diabetic diagnosis. Her blood pressure returned to a healthy level, and she was able to have the surgical procedure that she needed. Once she began eating well, exercising, and generally just taking care of herself, she noticed that the quality of her life improved, and she was able to do many of the things she once could not. Debbie inspired her entire family of 5, who were previously sedentary, to join her in physical activity and cooking healthy foods. Her entire family ended up joining our gym. Her feelings of guilt and shame upon entering our facility were replaced with pride and confidence. Her personal transformation and the effect that she had on her family is so inspiring. Debbie is the kind of client who makes this profession so incredibly rewarding. Just like Debbie, you may find that many of your future clients have a variety of health concerns. They might have a stressful job, a busy family, a perceived lack of time to be healthy. On top of all of those barriers, it's very likely that they don't even inherently like to exercise. In fact, they may dread it. It may seem challenging to work with clients who are not motivated, and it is. However, I've found that the greatest reward as a personal trainer is helping people realize their own potential. As an ACE certified personal trainer, you're an important piece to the continual puzzle for improving population health. You will be the inspiration that will help clients understand the life-changing benefits of physical activity. You will have the unique opportunity to positively influence the lives of others and change the state of the population health, one client at a time. In the next video, you'll learn about the ACE Personal Training Certification and how to best prepare yourself for the exam. I'll see you there.